our bees today? I can't hear you guys. Yay! Who is excited to make some honey today? Yay! Okay, so before we do that, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Joanna, and I am an Alama beekeeper. Who do you think this is? This is Andrew. What do you think he does? Yes? Yes, he's a beekeeper as well. So Andrew takes care of all our bees. And then we have Gabriel, and Gabriel's our helper as well today, okay? He's just right there. Alright, so, first question. What do beekeepers do? Does anyone know? What do beekeepers do? That's right. Yes, they get honey. What else do they do? Yes? That's what bees do, yes. That's what bees do. The beekeepers take care of our bees, okay? Yes? That's right, yeah. So beekeepers, what beekeepers' role is, 1 minute done, what they do is they protect our hives, and they make sure that our hives are nice and clean and protected from different insects, different diseases. They make sure that our hives are protected from the weather as well. But their most important role is to make sure that our bees are nice and healthy so they can make some honey. Yes? Alright. Now who wants to see some bees? Yeah. Who wants to see a real beehive? Alright. Who wants to see 7,000 bees? Okay, let's have a look. So this is our little hive down here. Now we're going to open it up and all of you guys can come close. So in this hive there's about 7,000 bees. They can't come out, so they're all safe. They're inside. You guys want to come up closer to have a look? That's how they communicate. Sorry? Oh, that's okay. I'll explain it to you. So what Andrew is saying is that the hive is nice and warm. The bees have the same body temperature as us. Did you guys know that? It's 37 degrees. Yeah, so they are nice and warm. And when there's a lot of them, and when there's a lot of them, it gets quite warm and hot. So the bees travel from top and bottom. And back on our farm, what they do is we have an entry point underneath. The bees can fly in and out, but at the moment it's closed off, so it's nice and safe for us. And this is what they make. They make honeycomb. So honeycomb is honey and wax. Very cool. You can eat a honeycomb. We're going to try some later. Yeah, we're going to try some later. Yes, yes. That's okay. You can just have some honey. That's all right. Okay, so does everyone want to sit down and we'll have a chat inside our hive? Do you know? Yes, honeybees. But we have one special bee in there. Yes, the queen. So she is very important in the hive. So she has a special sticker on her. That's her crown. Yes. She does. So she is big. So this is how the queen bee looks like. She's much longer. I'll pass this around so everyone can have a look. And she has a little sticker on her. So she's much longer. She'll have a sticker on her. So you want to put that's the queen bee? That's a sticker on her. I'll speak to you why we put a sticker on. Okay, so you can pass it around. So a queen bee is she a male or a female? Is she a mum or dad? Mum. Yes, she's the mum. She's the mum of all the bees inside the hive. So she does. She lays eggs, and she makes sure that. So what the queen bee does is she makes sure that all the bees clean their hives. So she tells the bees to make sure that your room and your house is nice and clean. So that's her role too. And she also lays eggs. Yes? She can lay she can lay up to 1,000 eggs a day. So she lays the eggs inside her honeycomb. Yeah. Yes. No, she's the most important because without a queen bee, grab a seat, darling, one moment, okay? One moment. She's the most important bee, and without her, there'll be no other bees. So if the queen bee leaves the hive, the other bees don't know where to go, so they fly out as well and they never come back. So, yes. Yeah, that's a very good question. It depends what she's fed on, what she eats. If she eats milk, special milk, then she becomes a queen bee. So it just depends on what she eats. So after a queen bee, who else do we have? The worker bees, yeah? The worker bees. How many worker bees do you think we have in one hive? Not quite. We have about 300 to 400 worker bees. We have one queen bee, only one queen bee is in one hive, okay? So the worker bees, we have about 300 to 400 worker bees. What do the worker bees do? What do the worker bees do? Work, yes. What do they do? Yes, they get the honey, yes? And they make it and they clean the hive. Now, do you think that the worker bees are female or male? They're female. They're all female. They're all ladies. They're all female. Now, we have one more person or one more bee inside the hive. Do we know what that is? So we've got a queen bee, that worker bees. We don't have a king. Drones, yes. And are the drones male or female?
Male.
Male. They're the dads. Yes, sweetie. Okay,
So the queen bee is in this big hive.
no, she's in here. She's in here.
Is one of them?
Yeah, you'll see them soon. You'll see them soon. So we have drones, okay? What do drones do? What do the males do of the hive? Do we know? Yes? They do protect the babies, absolutely. Yes, yes.
Does the queen, how does the queen lay eggs?
Oh, very good question. I will get back to you in one moment, okay? Yes?
Do the drones play on a drone all day?
But what they do, they're the dads. They're the dads. So what they do is they make babies with the queen bee. So they're very important as well. So we've got a queen bee, we have worker bees, and we have drones. Yeah, and that makes up a whole beehive. Yes.
How many drones are there?
Very good question. There's about
Maybe 2,000-3,000. It's in one hive.
in one hive.
Wait a second, but there's only one queen bee.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, she's definitely rich.
She's very busy. And we have one queen bee. And how many bees do you think we have? How many worker bees do you think we have in a hive? In a normal hive? Not
50,000.
close. About 30 to 40,000 bees in one hive. So that's a lot, isn't it? That's a lot of bees. And you know what? Each bee knows exactly which hive it comes from. Yeah, by the smell. They use their special senses and they can smell their queen bee or their mum, and they always come back to their own hive. So it's very cool. And when they fly out, the bees coming back, they do a little wiggly dance for the bees going out to collect flowers to let them know where the honey is, where the flowers are. So it's very, very cool, very interesting. Yes. Sorry. Do you? Oh, so you know a lot about bees.
I love that.
Very good, very good. Okay, now, why are bees important? Why do we have bees? Do we know why? Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. So bees are very important for pollinating flowers. High five. You did really well. So if there's no bees, then we wouldn't have any plants, we wouldn't have any vegetables that plants grow from, we wouldn't have any animals. So the bees are very important for our environment. So it's very important to keep our bees safe. Maybe not chocolate. Maybe not chocolate. But bees are very important.
Chocolate factory in my chocolate.
Do. So bees are very important to keep our environment healthy for our food that we eat, for animals and the food that animals eat as well. And what else do they make? They make honey, yeah? And honey's really yummy too. So the honey is very good for us as well. So it's good for us to have a little bit of honey every day or once a week. Okay? Now, do you want to see the equipment we use? Or what the beekeeper uses? The equipment the beekeeper uses? Alright, so we have, what are these? Gloves, yeah. And why does the beekeeper use gloves? Yes? Yes, the bees might sting, yes? Okay. We have gloves. We have a special suit, yes, with a hood, yeah, a special hood to make sure the bees don't go in and sting the beekeeper. We also have a smoker, okay? It's to create smoke. So this is what the beekeeper uses.
What is smoke?
Smoke is to make the bees a little bit calm when the beekeeper takes out the honey from the hive. Okay? No, just bees. So what it does, it makes the bees a little bit drowsy. So when Andrew, our beekeeper, takes the honeycomb out of the hive, the bees are nice and relaxed, and they don't sting and they don't harm, and they're not scared or worried or upset. Yeah. Sorry? Yeah, it keeps them nice and calm. So we've got a smoker. We use a smoker. We had what's this? Oh, the brush. And we use a brush just to sweep away the bees from the hive as well. Okay, do you guys want to go around? Can you touch it? So this is a wooden frame that we use. We put onto our hives, like this one. Can you see this one? Yeah. We put it onto a hive, and the bees go inside and make honeycomb. Now, what is honeycomb made out of? Do we know?
Honey.
Honey and what is that? Yeah, there's a bit of pollen there as well. And what else? Wax. Yes. How do bees make wax? Do we know how bees make wax? Yes?
By creating honey.
Yes. This is very simple. Anyone else? Well, what they do, bees have two tummies. They do. They have a tummy that makes honey, and they have a tummy that stores honey, yes? So bees also eat honey. But also what happens when they make honey and store honey, they sweat a little bit. They get hot. They sweat a little bit, and the sweat comes out of their pores, of their little body, and the sweat comes out and it produces wax. And so they use that to sculpture the honeycomb.
Wait a second. So the wax is the sweat?
Yeah.
Do you want to go hand it
They use
over?
that to create a special shape to be able to store honey inside. So it's very cool. But that has it's very good for you. It has lots of enzymes, lots of special powers that make your body healthy. And their body healthy too. Okay, so that's the frame. Now this is, what's this?
The beehive.
Yeah. It has 4 sides. So beehives are different, can come differently. They can look differently. That was a beehive as well. This one's a wooden beehive that we usually use, and it has 4 sides. That's one of the sides, okay? The queen bee has a sticker on her, doesn't she? Why? Does anyone know why we put a sticker on the queen bee? Yes? Yes. We put a sticker on her, Andrew does, with this little special instrument. So Andrew collects the little queen bee inside here. He just holds her like that, and then uses this little grid underneath to put a little sticker on her. Okay? So that's the little instrument we use, and these are the little stickers we use to put onto our bees. Now, they're different colours, and you were absolutely right to say that we put a sticker on her to know where she is, to know how old she is as well. Because there's so many bees inside the hive, we want to make it easy for ourselves to notice which one's the queen bee. Yeah, the queen bee is nice and big. So you guys can have a look, pass that around, and you can pass that around over this side. Pass it around. And you can have a look. You can have a look at her.
Honey? Oh wow. Did you want to see Gabriella? Yeah?
Okay, now,
So look at the
another
stickers.
question.
Look, Mom.
Yeah.
What can we do to make sure that
Do you know
our
pass
bees
it around?
stay nice and healthy and strong for our environment? Do we know what we can do? Does anyone know? Well, firstly, we can make sure that in our garden we don't use chemicals, because bees don't like chemicals. Yeah. So we don't use pesticides. We don't use sprays on bees, and we definitely don't squish them. Bees only sting if they feel threatened. So if we see a bee, we just leave it. Let it go, okay? We don't try and squash the bee, because bees are important. What else can we do to make sure our bees stay nice and healthy and strong? Do we know? Well, during summertime like today, what we can do, bees like to drink water. So what we can do is we can put a little container in our backyard or on our balcony with some water to allow the bees to come in and drink a little bit of water. And another thing that we can do is
We'll pass it
we can
over here.
plant flowers that bees like to eat from, that creates pollen. So flowers like lavender, yeah, some eucalyptus flowers as well. Bees love eucalyptus flowers. Alright, so today what we're going to do is we are going to extract some honey. Does everyone want to extract some honey, make some honey?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a big frame of honeycomb, and everyone's going to help me take a layer of the wax off so we can then put it into a special machine, this machine here, and we're going to spin it around, and that's going to take out all the honey from the honeycomb. So Gabriel, Andrew and me are going to help you take the first layer of honey out, okay? And when you take it out, you can try it with it. It's really delicious.
Oh wow.
And these frames were taken out of the hive this morning. It's super fresh and delicious honey. And you remove the top layers. It's like a really
Gently place them underneath the honeycomb. Just wiggle it around gently. And then you scoop it up and scrape it up on the side. So what we're doing is we're going to first layer of wax off.
Now the reason why we take the first layer
So
out
do you want to hold
is
this
to
one?
allow the cells to grow.
And with the other hand, just hold it up
Yeah,
here.
perfect. Thank you. Try some.
Wiggle it around.
It's ready. Your go. So just hold the frame there.
And then scoop it up on the side.
We don't go too deep. Just remove the first layer, okay?
Just gently wiggle it around.
You thirsty?
There you go.
Yeah, you're doing well.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank
Try
you.
some as well.
Go make the fun.
I'll just gonna wait with you.
Gently wiggle it
There you go.
Gonna wait it so.
There you
basket as well. Good.
Good job. Ah, good job. Good.
No problem. Thank you.
You've got very strong muscles.
Oh my god.
Oh, well done.
Good job. Say thank you.
Try.
Oh. Is it yummy?
Hey, you want to try some as well?
Mama.
Yum.
Just start it up. Oh, look at all this honey.
Yeah.
Along that honey.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh.
Well done. Do you want to try some, sweetheart?
There's some.
Oh.
Yum.
Yum. Say
Good.
thank you.
Okay. Everyone's looking. Now you're going to see, look at all the honey coming out. Look at that. Whoa. And that's because all of you helped us. You want to do this full sleeve? You want to stand on that? Yeah, that's better.
That's better.
Yes.
Very good.
So can everyone see this frame? There's not much honey in there, is there?
Yeah.
We've taken most of the honey out, haven't we? So what we do with this frame, we just put it back into the hive and bees just rebuild the honey and the wax inside. So they don't have to work too hard, they don't start from scratch, they use the same frame. Yeah?
Yes.
It's very light.
Oh, good job.
Look at all the honey coming
Oh,
out.
wow. Look at that.
Take photos.
Whatever you get.
Spinning it under the honey.
You both have a spoon so that you can eat it from there? That's incredible. Oh, oh.
There you go. Maybe a photo near there. You're a very big bee.
You don't? Okay.